Hi guys, welcome to Carol's Universe, tarot readings from the heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your reading. Sit back, relax and enjoy. Hi guys, welcome to Carol's Universe, tarot readings from the heart. So this week we are doing a monthly instead. I'm going to be carrying on with the weekly, so I'll be back on them next week. It's just that I'm feeling kind of like, oh wow, I've got to get, Wednesday 1st of July through to Sunday 5th of July and I've got to do it today. And I was about to do it on my iPad. And then I thought, I really don't want to record the YouTube videos on my iPad because I like doing fiddly things like speeding up the shuffles and, putting nice writing on and doing nice thumbnails and things like that. So I just thought, you know what, obviously you didn't have time at the start of the week to get the weeklies in. So what we'll do is we're going to have a bit of a treat, guys. We're going to do a monthly for you this week and just showing you the but we'll be back to weeklies next week, but you'll have a monthly reading anyway as a reference point. So we're just using a couple of decks this week. We're using the Golden Art Tarot Nouveau, which I really love, the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot, and we're also going to use as Spiritual Advice Crazy Sexy Love Notes. I really just love this. I love this deck. It's phenomenal. It's wonderful. All right guys, that's the decks for the week. Sit back, relax and enjoy. Hi Virgo, welcome to Carol's Universe, tarot readings from the heart. So we're going to do, instead of doing a month ahead today, July 2020, I am going to be back with the week ahead. So that will be next Monday, but for now we're doing a monthly, okay? It's just easier then for me to try and edit and send to you guys rather than feeling like, oh my god, I've got to get all this out today. It's just a little bit too much because I've got some private clients to do today. Okay, so let's have a look for Virgo. Okay, Virgo, let's have a look at the reading. So what is the situation that you're facing in July? Let's have a look. Right, I do think that you're actually facing choices with the Seven of Cups. And I think that you know what you want to do and what choice you want to take. Because the thing that always strikes me about the Seven of Cups, especially this version, is that this guy is looking directly, his eye line is directly towards this beautiful cup. The other choices are kind of like, meh, there's a horrible creature in this one and there's a beheaded person in this, and it looks like a mountain, or is that a mountain? Looks like a mountain or something in this one. They're not very appetizing choices, are they? But in this one, and there's a snake in this one, but then there's a wreath in, there's a lovely sort of victorious type of wreath in this one. But this is the thing that he wants. It's got jewelry in it, and it's got all the pizzazz. It's got the white kind of pizzazz, like wow, ding, bing, bing, go for me type of thing. It's like an advertisement, isn't it? Like pick me, pick me, pick me. So I think actually when I look at it, it's not just choices, it's temptations more than anything. I think you're faced with a temptation because this cup here looks very much like a tempting thing to me. So I think that you may be facing some temptation more than anything in July 2020. What's influencing this temptation? I think this may be somebody from your past. You've got a judgment card showing here, somebody coming back up from the past. So I think what might be influencing this temptation is somebody coming in from the past. It doesn't have to be a lover, but there's somebody or something coming, or a situation coming back around again, and this is a very tempting thing for you. And I think maybe the first time round you didn't take it, but now it's like, man, this is just too good. This is just too good. I've got to take this. What is the root cause of everything? Why is everything occurring? Because, well, the Three of Coins energy. I think this may be something to do with the job. And I think with the Three of Coins, it may be that you're wanting to elevate yourself, perhaps, with the Three of Coins. Three of Coins represents to promote oneself. So the root cause of everything is the need to promote oneself, perhaps. Maybe the need to be recognised. Maybe the need to be seen with the Three of Coins energy showing there. And what are the external factors influencing this temptation here as well? The Four of Coins. So money, for example, financial gain, security, financial security showing here. Three of Cups energy. So feeling secure within a partnership. That's the external factors. The external factors that's influencing this temptation is the security, feeling secure within a partnership, or financially secure within a partnership, or within a group of people. And the root cause of all of this is because the need to be seen, the need to be recognised, the need to be elevated, showing here. And the influence of this. And so as a result of that, you're focused on a temptation here, because Judgment. It's almost like you're being called to take something, or there's something coming round again here. Interesting. In the recent past, what have you experienced concerning this situation, Virgo? Wow, the King of Pentacles. I don't think that this is you. I think that this is somebody else. I think you've experienced somebody who's in a high position here. Maybe this is the person who is calling out to you with the Judgment energy. Or maybe this is the person who is coming out of the woodwork here. But you've got in the recent past, you've experienced a King of Coins, somebody who's in a position of power. And I think that maybe it's this person here is providing the temptation. And then the root cause of that temptation, the root basis, the foundation of that temptation is the Three of Coins. It's to be propelled, I think, into a position here over others. And what's influencing this is because it's the Judgment card. It's almost like you're following a calling, or you're being called. I think that this is more about you being called to do something with the Judgment energy. The reason that you're very focused in July on this temptation, on this tempting offer, I would say, with this Seven of Cups energy, is because your influence, the influence is Judgment. Not only is something maybe resurrected here, but there is a need for a life. I'm going to put it this way. There is a need with the Judge, because you can read Judgment in many ways, but there is a need for a big transformation, I think. A big overhaul, I would say, within your life. And I think that this is securing, not securing a relationship, but maybe security for the family, for example. Some of you guys might have, you know, wife, husband, child, or children. So it's about securing the lives of those that you love. It's about securing the lives of those that you're close to, your family, or you're not friends, but your family, your wife, your husband, your children, that type of thing. And that's why the focus is on, and that's contributing to you being tempted by this. Because this would put you in a higher position, perhaps in work, and I think it's this person that offers it to you. And you're influenced by making some, this is influenced by wanting to make some big life-changing decisions, big transformations in your life here, Virgo. But it's not just for you, I think it's for others. Therefore, what will the most likely outcome be? The Fool, a new beginning. You're going to step into a new beginning. The most likely outcome will be that you'll step into this new beginning. You'll take a leap of faith. You may, I mean, the fact that the Fool turned up here as the most likely outcome, Virgo, suggests to me that there's a little bit of fear going on here. You're like, oh, I don't know whether I could do this or not. But I think that you do whatever this is for reasons that concern other people and wanting to secure other people's futures. But also the reason for doing this is because you need a transformation. You want a big life transformation. And you're being called to do this as well. So this, it's almost like you're saying, well, I feel that I'm being called to do this. Like this is something that I should do. The other reason is because you want to elevate yourself in your job, in your position. And you're being called to do that with the Judgment energy. And that's why this is such a tempting thing to do. And you will take the leap of faith no matter how scary it is. The most likely outcome is you're being led to take. Based on everything so far, this card would say, the most likely outcome based on everything so far is that you would take that leap of faith. Which suggests to me that there's a bit of fear and trepidation in it, but you'd do it. The last 2 weeks, the mid-July, what are we seeing for Virgo concerning this situation? Yeah, so the Knight of Cups, following your heart, is the Knight of Cups energy. I see you guys following your heart, accepting the offer. What's the advice that the universe gives to you in this? Queen of Cups. Make sure, I think, with the Queen of Cups energy that you... you know, the one thing that always strikes me about the Queen of Cups on the Rider-Waite, and obviously this is a Rider-Waite clone, is that her cup is always pretty much closed. And I feel that with the Queen of Cups, when her cup is closed, it's almost like shutting down on your emotions, because she's ruled by Cancer, so she can be known to control her emotions. So I think in a way the advice is to control your fears, because there could be fear in that cup. It doesn't have to be love, it could be fear. And I think because she's ruled by Cancer and the Chariot is the higher of the cards, and it also represents the need to control one's fears, I'm going to turn that into a card and say, well, the advice could be to control your fears. And I'm going to ask why the universe is giving you the Queen of Cups as advice. Why are you advising Virgo, Queen of Cups? Why are you giving them advice on this being the Queen of Cups? Why are you telling them to do the Queen of Cups in 2 cards? Because the 7 of Coins. So the 7 of Coins on this particular version, the Handsome Robert deck, for me it's always been that somebody's put a lot of hard work in and they're waiting for their rewards. Oh wow, the same card showed up for another. No, it didn't show up in this combination. You see, he's put the work in on the 7 of Coins. But also the 7 of Pentacles, you can read it as a job. And the Queen of Swords, if you look at her hand, she's very demanding. So I think that the advice is you're going to need to control your emotions, because this job, 7 of Coins, is going to be very demanding with that Queen of Swords, Virgo. This job is going to be very demanding. And that might be one of the reasons why you're like, I don't know whether I want to do this or not. It's almost like one of the feeling that I'm getting here, Virgo, is that you're sacrificing yourself for others. But also for yourself, because you want to elevate yourself and you want to secure, you want financial security for your family, the 3 of Cups. You want financial security for your family, and you know that you need to elevate yourself with the 3 of Pentacles. You need to show your skills. You need to show your worth. You need to show people that you have the tools and the abilities. But the key card for me is the Fool. The most likely outcome being the Fool. You'll take that leap of faith, because you're going to jump off the cliff. You're going to take the risk. And if we're taking risks, then behind every risk there is concern, and there is trepidation and cautiousness. But the most likely outcome is you'll take that risk. And therefore it would play very well into coming in, you follow your heart in the last 2 weeks of July. But the advice is control those emotions, because there's going to be a lot of demands within this job. This new job is going to be very demanding. Very, very demanding. You will be asked, there's going to be a lot asked of you, I think, Virgo, in this. So there is a need to just keep your head. The Queen of Cups, the King of Cups are always very controlled. What are your hopes or fears? I think that your fears are that you're going to clash, that you may not get on with your colleagues, perhaps with the 5 of Wands, or that you're going to be facing, fears and anxieties and worries with the 5 of Wands. And that would make sense with this card here being that the most likely outcome is that you'll take that risk. Because if we riff off the word risk, behind every risk, as I've mentioned, there is a fear. That's why it's called a risk. Because nobody really wants to take risks. Some people do, but, a risk is 50-50. It could pay off or it doesn't pay off. So for you, it's like, I'll take the risk. I'll take the leap of faith, because this big guy here asked me to. He's got faith in me. Whoever this person is in the recent weeks, this person has showed a lot of faith in you. This big gun here. Your heart is leading you to it, Virgo. Your heart is saying to you literally, yeah, I need to take this leap of faith. I need to do this. Okay, I need to follow my heart. Because both of these cards, the Fool and the Knight of Cups, are very similar in terms of their risk takers, and they want to follow their hearts. Therefore, following your heart with the Knight of Cups energy showing there in the last 2 weeks of July, where is it leading to? Okay. I mean, some of you guys are going to be feeling a little bit kind of nervous with the 8 of Swords. And it's going to, and what I would say in this reading is, and I'm going to get some advice anyway on this for the last bit. What I would, and you know me, guys, you know that I'm a truth teller on readings, which is why I don't come up with your airy-fairy readings on YouTube. I'm just not that way inclined. I just read what I feel that the cards should be saying. You can turn any card into a good card. You could turn the 8 of Swords to say that where everything is leading to is that you've got a lot of support around you, which the 8 of Swords can be. A lot of support. But then remember, she's bandaged up. So whoever the supporters are within the 8 of Swords, they're trying to keep you in a position so that they have the upper hand and they have the power. But I would probably read this and say that you follow your heart and it's leading to the 8 of Swords. You're probably going to turn around and say, I don't know why I did this. Because we have got the advice that you need to keep those emotions, Virgo, I think, under control, because this job is going to be very demanding. And it is going to be a very demanding role. So you need to keep your head above water, and you need to keep your head because it is going to be a very demanding role. It's as simple as that. It will be very demanding. And you'll end up saying, ah, shit, man, what did I do with this Eight of Swords? I'm feeling trapped now. Can't get out of it. But you know what? You know, anything that we feel trepidatious about and we go into it, it always starts like that. It always does. It always ends up being what we felt it would be. And then gradually it starts to ease itself off. So I would say that, yeah, by the end of July, you may be feeling slightly anxious with the Eight of Swords, mentally anxious and nervous with the Eight of Swords energy. But I'll ask what it is that you should do. So if Virgo is feeling like this about this particular role that they're entering into in July, what is it that they should do? What is it that they should do in 2 cards? The Hangman. Now the Hangman is reversed. So stick by your guns. Show fortitude and strength, because the Hangman is stubborn. Now it's not reversed to see things from a different perspective, because you're not going to be able to do that as yet. And I would be very reluctant for any client that came to me and said, oh, I feel like this about my job, what should I do? I'd be very reluctant to say, well, just look at it from another perspective, because it's hard to do that when you first enter into a new job. And I think this is something new, and there's a lot of pressures on you here, and there is a need for you to control yourself emotionally, because the job is going to be very demanding. So instead of bursting out into tears, there is a need to kind of like say, okay, this is very demanding, there's lots of information, there's loads of things for me to take on, okay, I'm just going to take it in my stride. But this following of the heart and this advice here is leading to this. Feeling like, ah, man, I'm feeling powerless and trapped. What am I going to do? Well, you need to do the Hangman reverse. And for me, the Hangman reverse is sticking to your guns, because he's stubborn. So you've just got to stick to your guns with the Hangman in reversed. Because I believe that with the Ten of Cups energy, things are going to change. And they're going to change in the most beautiful of ways with the Ten of Cups. So stick by your guns with the Hangman reversed. Because in time with the Ten of Cups, not only will things change, but you're going to accomplish so much in a very beautiful way. You're really going to accomplish so much. And you're going to be feeling happy as well, and really satisfied, because the Ten of Cups is about happiness and the ultimate happiness and the ultimate satisfaction. So stick by your guns, because in time, you're going to be feeling really, really good about what you do. Don't feel that just because the job is demanding at first that you're going to be kind of like, oh man, I can't do this shit. What have I done? Which is the Eight of Swords. It's fear, it's anxiety. But the universe is saying, stick with it. Hangman reverse, be stubborn, stick with it. Because in time, things are going to change in the most beautiful way with the Ten of Cups. And also, things are going to feel a lot better in time as well with the Ten of Cups. So just stick with it. Okay? Alright, let's get quickly your spiritual advice, Virgo. Universe Spirit, what is the spiritual advice that you have for Virgo for July? What is the spiritual advice that you have for Virgo in July in 2 cards? I always say 2 cards, I mean to say 1, but it's 2. You did it is the first one, and you are loved. And also stick with it as well with the Hangman, because you are loved. The Ten of Cups loves, the community loves you, the people that you work with love you, they appreciate you, they celebrate you. So stick with it, because you are loved. So it says you did it and you are loved. So the advice on both cards are, if I can see that, you are enough just as you are. And that's it. You put a lot of pressure on yourself. The job is demanding, and you're going to need to control your emotions, because the job is demanding and you're expecting big, big things of yourself. That's the problem. You're putting too much on yourself. You are enough just as you are, and you are loved. And it says the same thing here. Oh no, it's just you are loved card. Sorry. If you don't have a model for love, imagine yourself as a child. Perhaps you have a favourite picture of yourself as an adorable 5-year-old. Look into your own sweet eyes and acknowledge just how special you are. That child inside still needs your tenderness, and so does the adult you. Please don't abandon yourself. Instead, tap into the ocean of love inside. And it's so true. Never a truer word was said for a reading. And you did it. So hooray, success is here, or just around the corner. You've worked hard and your efforts are paying off. Of course they are. Look at the reading. Congratulate yourself and truly savour your fantastic victory. Just remember that success comes in cycles, so we can't be at the top of our game all the time, which is true, because you're going to have dips 24/7. We succeed, celebrate, rest, renew, and succeed again. Know where you are in this journey. You did it before and you'll do it again and again. Fantastic. Wonderful reading, guys. Okay, Virgo, I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe. And yeah, have a great week and month. I'll be back on Monday for the weeklies. And if you'd like to order a reading, click in the link in the comment section below. And yeah, or the end screen. That's it. Take care, guys. I love you very much. Take care, Virgos. Bye-bye. Bye.